Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on Cut Virgins for the second time tonight. I Love My Mom has the record 1 minute and 55 seconds. All the players getting into the silo here. Look like on the left-hand side, we're going to have the Glorious Mustache, Wicked Intense, and Iceman. On the right-hand side, we're going to have Shensei, Coffee Hutchins, Fruit Spotty, and Butterbill. Butterbill already down to the bottom of the gutter with Fruit Spotty right behind, but Butterbill got a better bounce, and they're going to be the first ones into the elevator on the right-hand side. Looks like all the players are coming in. FurWalls and Ecanito just barely missing that cutoff point. Sorry, guys. Butterbill coming down right through that Woolpicker, skipping it completely. That's Fruit Spotty. Both players trying to get back into first place, so they come down into this order here. Looks like Butterbill has a very bad line, and Fruit Spotty looking over, taking first place, and the Glorious Mustache trying to catch up as well. Iceman, Wicked Intense, and Shensei through on the left-hand side in the back. Looks like Fruit Spotty is going to come out in first place, but can they get through these pins with a good amount of time? Looks like they're getting the momentum back, but they have trouble on the second set of pins, and Butterbill makes a move, but they also get stopped up. Glorious was also getting stopped up, and here come the other players from behind. Shensei, Wicked Intense, and Iceman all trying to get through these pins with a very good line. Looks like Butterbill's going to make it out in first place as they come through on the last set of pins, hitting that jump into the new 9-lane bowling alley, and they're going to stick it right into the center lane, and they have a chance to go for the skip here on the colander. Butterbill trying to get through. Oh my goodness, I can't get through the fucking gutter. Looks like Butterbill coming through on the top of the elevator. Will they go for the skip? Doesn't look like they're going to make it. And they go through on the right-hand side of the colander, and all the other players are coming up to the top of the elevators now. No player going for that skip yet. It looks like it's going to be all players coming through the colanders now. Iceman almost went for the skip, but couldn't quite pull it off. Lots of talk from Iceman, but still no performance. Butterbill, a lot of speed, staying ahead of Fruit Spotty. First and second place, they go through on the right-hand side of this 5-lane bowling alley, and they have to be careful of these pins as they come through. Coffee Hutch is in third place. Chance to be in fourth place. Wicked Intense in fifth place. Glorious Mustache in sixth place. And all players come through on the right-hand side of the balance beam. Looks like Butterbill too far to the right-hand side has fallen out of the map. Fruit Spotty trying to get through. Wicked Intense catching up from behind. It looks like Wicked Intense finally putting their money where their mouth is, and they're going to be coming across into this Noon's Lane ahead of Fruit Spotty with a skip through that hole, and Wicked Intense is going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Glorious Mustache in third. Coffee Hutch and Shensei tied for fourth. Iceman coming up in fifth place, and there goes Wicked Intense, hit the buzzer, beautiful fly on the left-hand side. I'm weaving glad. I can't believe it. Wicked Intense might actually do it here, ladies and gentlemen. Wicked Intense with an amazing comeback right at the end, coming down the final gutter. They've been talking smack all night, and it looks like they're finally going to make a break for it, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get behind these pistons, but here comes the Glorious Mustache from behind, and Wicked Intense has got to be careful. Here comes Shensei coming through as well in third place. Coffee Hutch is in fourth place. Iceman in fifth place. Fruit Spotty in sixth place. But I think Wicked Intense has finally done it. They've finally taken their victory here on the course with a beautiful line through that last stretch. A very well-earned first place finish here by Wicked Intense, and we can forgive them for all the trash they've been talking tonight. All the players get out of the non-topple separator. Looks like the players are coming into the straight shot in through Sakuragi, getting that early lead as they go through the pins beautifully, but so does FurWalls, and they're trying to get through with the straight shot, and they're going to box out Sakuragi on the left-hand side as they come down into the next topple side as they go through on the left-hand side. Looks like it's going to be Glorious Mustache on the right-hand side, trying to get through in third place. Iceman in fourth place. Coffee Hutchins in fifth place. Vanilla Raspberry in sixth. Ecanito, Fruit Spotty, Shensei all jumped up for seventh place. Butterbill, Dragon Musical, and Wicked Intense coming up from behind in the rear, and all the players are coming down into the 9-lane bowling alley. FurWalls trying to run away with this lead here as they go down on the side, but they've had a very bad line that could cost them, and they've fallen out of the race, and FurWalls too much speed to hold through those pins, and they have been eliminated. Sakuragi reclaiming first place as they go through on the left-hand side. Coffee Hutchins, and it looks like Iceman on the right-hand side trying to get through. I don't think Sakuragi is going to be able to stick the landing. No, they bounce off the very far left-hand edge, and they are eliminated, as is Coffee Hutchins. So it's Iceman now in first place with a lot of speed coming down in the 7-lane bowling alley into the 5-lane bowling alley, but I don't think they're going to have the speed or the line to get the skip, and they're going to have to settle for going down into the sided vortex over here. Here comes the Glorious Mustache with a lot of speed, but they're also on the outside lane. Fruit Spotty trying to get through. They're going to have to settle for the slow lane as well. Vanilla Raspberry into the center, but they don't have a lot of speed. Ecanito, Butterbill, and Dragon Mystical all trying to get through on the right-hand side. So all players going into the slow lane so far, and Shensei on the left-hand side, so no player going for the skip here tonight, and it looks like Iceman is going to get the best pin bounce so far. Ecanito trying to dip down as well. Glorious Mustache trying to get through, but Raspberry might be able to make something of it, and Shensei is going to come out in last place. Looks like we got Iceman coming out of that vortex orbiter in first place into these S-pens and into this dishwasher, and it's all going to be determined by these last two obstacles. Glorious Mustache coming through in second place for third, fourth. Butterbill fifth, Fruit Spotty in sixth, Shensei Dragon Mystical battling not to be last. Iceman straight through that dishwasher on the left-hand side, and they're going through on the cheese on the left-hand side, and Iceman is completely destroying the competition here, but they get tripped up on the last set of pistons, and the Glorious Mustache also gets stopped up, so Iceman should be able to finish out this race, unless Ecanito can make something of it as they come through the left side. Vanilla Raspberry on the right-hand side. All players trying to get through this cheese and butter. It looks like Iceman has enough to finish it out in first place on the left-hand side of the track, and they do finish it out in first place on the left, and Iceman just cannot be stopped here tonight. Ecanito across the line in second place, Butterbill in third. Looks like Vanilla Raspberry and the Glorious Mustache is going to be tied for fourth. I think Glorious Mustache is just barely ahead of Vanilla Raspberry, so Glorious Mustache does finish in fourth. Vanilla Raspberry finishing in fifth place. Fruit Spotty come through on the right-hand side, looking to finish in sixth place. Dragon Mystical on the right-hand side in seventh, and Shensei on the left-hand side in eighth place. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Dragon Mystical or Shensei? It looks like Dragon Mystical just barely has the edge, finishing it out in seventh. Shensei finishing it out in eighth, and Wicked Intense having a world of trouble on the stage watch as they go through on the left-hand side of the cheese obliterator. Good line though on the left-hand side, trying to finish strong here, and they do. With a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, Wicked Intense going to finish out this race in dead last, but at least they survived. Sakuragi, no contest, and 2 other players were also eliminated. That is the race. Iceman, once again, with a first-place finish. Can he be stopped? I don't think so. Looks like Glorious Mustache and FurWalls all alone on the right-hand side, but Glorious Mustache and Eknolito already having trouble, as is Avavani and Coffee Hutchins. Looks like we got Shinsubi and Wicked Intense on the left-hand side, FurWalls on the right-hand side, getting down to the bottom of the gutter. Wicked Intense making a break for it right here at the beginning of the stream, coming up in the elevator, or beginning of the race, excuse me, down into the sorters, skipping down on the left-hand side, and they're going to be right into the center, and Wicked Intense is wait, what the fuck happened to Wicked Intense? They just barely missed the exit there. Otherwise, a brilliant run and start for Wicked Intense so far as they come down the quintuple slide into the Newton's Daydream. Shinsubi in second, Butcher in third, Eknolito in fourth, FurWalls in fifth, Coffee Hutchins in sixth, Alfie Man, Iceman in seventh, Richard Bond in eighth, Glorious Mustache in the ninth, and Avavani bringing up the rear in 10th place. All the players coming up in the Newton's Daydream. Wicked Intense is going to be the first one out as they hold first place on the right hand side. Shinsubi, Butterbill, and Coffee just all battling for second place. Iceman coming up from behind, also on the right hand side. Eknolito, Fushimade in the middle of the pack on the right hand side with FurWalls, Glorious Mustache, and Avavani bringing up the rear as they come up into the top of the elevators here. Who's going to come out first? It looks like it's going to be Butterbill on the left hand side. They'll try to get through. Wicked Intense on the right-hand side, and Butterbill now ahead of Wicked Intense as they go down into the second part of the course. Eknolito coming out in third on the right-hand side, and Coffee Hutchins in fourth on the left-hand side. Glorious Mustache on the left-hand side in fifth place. Avavani on the left-hand side in sixth place. Fushimane on the right-hand side in seventh. Shinsubi on the right-hand side in eighth. FurWalls and Iceman on the right-hand side in ninth and tenth, respectively. And here comes Wicked Intense and Butterbill coming down into the quadruple helix, neck and neck for first place as they go down into the funnels, and I think Wicked Intense might be making up some ground here. Eknolito holding third place for now on the right-hand side. Coffee Hutchins and Avavani battling for fourth place on the left-hand side as all the other players finally get up into these four helixes here into the funnel. And it's all going to come down to this, ladies and gentlemen. The level 2 speed washer with the option to skip over the elevator and finish out in first place and go for the record time. Wicked Intense, first one through on the right-hand side. Butterbill, first one through on the left-hand side. Eknolito on third on the right-hand side, all coming down the long gutter into this level 2 speed washer. Who is it going to be? Butterbill, Wicked Intense, both getting in pretty much at the same time. Eknolito not too far behind. Will anyone have a good line? Here, Wicked Intense might be going for it. No, they just missed the blade. Butterbill gets a good bounce right into the center of the Archimedes screw. Eknolito wobbling around trying to find the blade here. Will they be able to go for it? Yes, Eknolito's going to go for it. Can they stick the landing? No, not enough speed, and they're going to have to go back through again. Shinsubi not going to be able to go for it. Avavani having a little bit of trouble as well. There you see the beautiful skip by Tim Reaper. FurWalls might be going for it, but they have a very wobbly line, and they've got to be careful. FurWalls has stuck the landing, and FurWalls is going for it. They hit the booster across the moguls. They stick the landing on the jump, coming down the side, across the final moguls. And FurWalls has done it, ladies and gentlemen, coming up from behind out of nowhere, making the skip out the level 2 speed washer, cross the moguls, and finishing in first place here. It's a pretty tricky course to finish out, but it's easy to start hitting that booster into the Vortex Orbiter. Gotta get a good bounce off that back wall if you want to have the early lead. That's going to take you down into the double slide for the level 1 speed washer. Get through that across the moguls and into the stretch into the jump, and this is where things get interesting. Either jump down this quadruple slide into the level spun weed washer. It's the level spun weed washer. Of course it is. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I found that so funny. Excuse me. I have sunglasses on, so you can't see how bad my eyes have teared up. Oh my god. Alright. You have to keep in mind, I have a very vivid imagination. So when I say level spun weed washer, I immediately try to picture a level spun weed washer, and boy, is that an interesting image to concoct.